Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. We interview the world's leading apologists to provide credible answers to curious questions. So, this is a question we hear a lot as Christians from those who are skeptical. Isn't the church just full of hypocrites?
This is an important one for me because before I was a believer, I actually had this objection myself. I did not grow up in a Christian home, and I'm from the Pacific Northwest, which is not overtly Christian, a culture of Christianity. And what I saw of Christianity was what I saw on TV, and I saw some TV evangelists go through some horrible scandals. So I really thought, look at those hypocrites. They're taking people's money and they're doing awful things with it. So it actually this objection kept me from considering Christianity as a viable option for my own life. And then after I became a Christian, this came up again when I saw the people in the church that profess the Bible as God's word. They weren't making a concerted effort, in my own eyes, right? They weren't making a concerted effort to live like it was true. And this caused emotional doubt for me. It was actually what set me on my journey to doubting God's existence, and then how I ended up in apologetics. But so this is an interesting objection to me. It's personal for me. And what I like to tell people when I hear this objection, I say, of course, the world is full of hypocrites. We're all hypocrites. Some of them go to church. But obviously, that's not a sufficient answer, right? The people who profess God's word is true should be making those kind of concerted efforts to actually living like it's true for them, right? It's actually a real God to whom they're accountable to. And we're going to fail, but we should admit where we fail because the world is looking on. Now, on the opposite side of that, for the onlooking world, when you say that, the church is full of hypocrites, in other words, they're not living up to the standard that they profess, you're assuming there's a standard. That there's a standard by which people are supposed to live up to, right?
Great statement.
So in making the objection of hypocrisy, you also need to ground, what is that standard that you think of goodness? What is the standard of goodness that you're expecting people to live up to?